I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can. So we got first place yesterday at our locals. Went undefeated with rank 8 Syncro Gren Maju. Let's start off with the main deck. Our matchups were Sword Soul, some weird runic variant, and heroes. And then I also faced a Toon player. But yeah, anyways, here we go. Alright, so for our normal summons in the deck, I'm only playing one Gren Maju. I used to play him at 2, but I don't know. You don't need him as much in the deck anymore. You really don't. I got the new level 2 tuner that also has a graveyard effect if you summon out the Blackwing Syncro. Very good to not waste your normal summon. All these tuners in the deck are meant to special summon themselves, so I can still normal summon Gren Maju that turn. So free special summon if there's 2,000 or more attack on the field. Assault Synchron, pay the life points, special summon. And Plague Spreader Zombie, you can special summon from the graveyard. And it's also a Foolish Burial target, because I also run that. Alright. The standard stuff, I feel like. 3 Gizmecs. Best card in the deck, right? I played 3 of the 2. I played 3 of each danger. One, not each danger, but I mean, you know, the dangers that I usually run in the deck. So 3 Bigfoot and 3 Thunderbird. Alright. I'm running 3 Bestials. I don't like running hand traps in the deck, but I do like these because they give you a body on field, and they also help clear boards. I don't know how I feel about the Magna Hut. I only played it because I also used to run the Apple Dragon, and I would search the Apple Dragon with Magna Hut, but I don't know, maybe I'll do 3 Jurisworm. I don't know. But, like, that's fine. It also comes in clutch against those rogue matchups, you know. Kaijus. I do the 2 alpha. I used to run 3, but I always sided out the 3rd one. So I'm like, I'm always siding it out, so I'm just going to play the 2. So I'm at 2. Kaijus, we're playing 6 Kaijus, the 1 Doggeron, 2 Gamma Seal, and the 3 Godarlas. I think that's fine. Alright, on to spells. I play no traps in the main deck. So for our draw power, we have, of course, 2 pots. That's cool. Some guy at locals told me that I have a Euro print. I don't know which one it is, but I forgot. But see how like it's like 2 different shades of like purple? So one of those is Euro. I'm not sure which one, but that's cool. I didn't know that. 3 trade-in. Sucks when it gets Ash, but you should be able to recover if you have any other triple tactic cards in hand. I'm playing 2 Allure. I usually always have 2 dangers in hand, and I don't like summoning the dangers when I have 2 in hand, especially if they're the same, because it's more likely that it's going to get discarded. So I'd rather use the other danger for an Allure target. Also, all our synchros. Not all our synchros, all our tuner normal summon monsters are darks. So, say you have too many on hand, you can just Allure Darkness and draw some cards. And then, you need to be running these if you're playing Gren Maju, honestly. It searches everything in the deck, and this one protects you from hand traps, gets you out of sticky situations, lets you draw. You need to play these. You're going second, right? You need to play them. Alright, board breakers. For board breakers, I'm playing 3 Kaiju Slumber. It sucks that this gets ashed, but a lot of the time people don't know that you can ash this, so it usually goes through and it always gives you the level 8 that you need, right? So it's awesome. It's awesome. And then you can say you're stuck with a trade-in in hand, and you can banish it from the graveyard for your next turn, and now you have a trade-in target. I'm playing the 2 Raigeki. I used to play Super Poly, but I don't know. I just felt like playing Raigeki this time. And it worked out. It saved me a lot of times, especially against the hero players, since they can't really do much against this card. But yeah, 2 Raigeki. I thought it was fine. For back row hate, we got the 1 Lightning Storm and 1 Harpies. I think that's perfect. You don't really need to run more, especially since you have dangers and the trade-ins to help you pop stuff. And for our 1 of spells, I have Change of Heart. I'll usually side this out if it's very low impact, or if they have something that can't be targeted, like a Dragoon or something. But for the most part, helps you with your zombie vampire plays. It helps you take away a defense monster from them so you can OTK. It comes in clutch. You can also take back the Kaiju you summon on their field with Kaiju Slumber. Clutch. Foolish Burial. You don't need to play this, honestly, but I play it mainly because I want to see Gizmek more, and I want to see Plague Spreader Zombie. I want to be able to Syncro at least once, I think it's fine. Monster Reborn. Awesome. Helps you extend. Or if you Kaiju something like really crazy on your opponent's field, you can just Monster Reborn it and say you steal their Baron that you just Kaiju'd, and now you got an Omni Negate and a pop. So that's cool. Sometimes I side it out if really it's not that. I don't know. I rarely side it out, but it's a good card. You don't have to play it, but I think it's good. All right, main deck. Extra deck. My bad. Number 100 package, standard. You know what it does. Zombie Vampire. Pretty sure everyone knows what this card does now. It's almost in every Gren Maju deck. I also usually summon this guy out and try to extend with him so I can go for the number 100 play. And so after all that, I'll have 8, 16, 17,000 damage on the Numeron if I have all these on field. So I usually try to get Zombie Vampire out if I can't OTK with just the regular 9,000, Okay, so there's that. My Zeus package. I'm running the 1 Zeus, Dingirsu, and Lancelot. I rarely go into them, to be honest, but they help you out of sticky situations, especially these 2. You're about to go into battle, but they have a set face down, like a set back row, and you don't know what it is, and you don't want to get your battle phase interrupted, so you're going to Dingirsu, send it to graveyard. Turns out it's like an imperm, and they're about to imperm your Gren Maju or something. I don't know. Something like that. And then Lancelot, if I'm going into battle, I usually make them before going into battle to protect me from effect veilers, so they don't effect veiler the Gren Maju or something like that, or the Chen Ying. So there's that. I play Zombie Stein. I don't really go into. He's technically an Omni Negate too, since he just needs to target something on the field, whatever they're activating, and it negates it. But the main reason I play it is for the 4,500 beat stick when I side in Skill Drain. And for Synchros, we're playing the new Stardust one in case we Beast our opponent on their first turn and we have a tuner in hand for a follow-up, and then we'll just go into this and level 10, blah blah blah. Chen Ying, Gren Maju on steroids, the deal. Baron, it's a must, you gotta. Ruddy Rose, I always take this out, but then I always put it back in because I'm like, fuck, if I had Ruddy Rose, it would have saved me. But I usually use it against decks that have a bunch of stuff in the graveyard that can interrupt the battle phase. Like, say they can banish, like Trap Tricks, they can banish their traps and like summon them in defense or something, and now you can't OTK because they're in defense. So I'll just do that so I can force them to do stuff in their main phase instead of the battle phase. And I'm playing the 1 Blackwing Full Armor Master. Oh my god, this card is so clutch against Runic, dude. If you're playing against Runic, just put this in defense and just wait till you have the OTK, and you should be good. Chaos Angel, probably gonna take this out. I didn't even go into it today, but it's a good card. It's a good card. I just think if you're not running the Apple Dragon, there's really no point in running this, because the light attribute material effect is so crazy. And then for the last extra deck monster, I saw this in some guy's YouTube video, so shout out to him. I forgot his name, but the worst thing that can happen to you is when you have these two out, and Chen Ying is like at 50-something, 100 attack, and you're going for game, but you just needed 200 more attack points to go for game, and you can't seal the deal. So now you have to pass turn, and they have 200 life points, and then they break your board, and you're going to lose. Not anymore. So now you have these two out on field. Your opponent has 200 life points left after battle. You go into main phase 2, 2 level 10s. You go into the Gustav Max, you detach, and then you burn for 2,000 damage. And that's game. So that's an awesome play. One of my favorites now. Side deck, you know, depends on your stuff, but for my side deck, I'm running D-shifters in case I go up against those Bestial Link decks, you know, or any graveyard important decks. 2 Lava Golems, mainly for the Sprite matchup. 3 Cosmex, so you can chain onto anti-spell and not lose. The other Lightning Storm, just in case you're against Labyrinth or something like that. I'm playing 3 Skill Drain in case I go up against something I just can't handle. Usually I side this in against Brandon. I just always lose against Brandon. this is the only card that lets me really fuck them over, you know. Okay, and then three Tikaboos. You can play around it. Most people can't. You flip this up against Sword Soul, it's game over. But yeah, that was it. Just comment what you think I should take out of the deck, or any new stuff I should put in. But yeah, first place. That was my first time ever getting first place also, so that was pretty cool. But yep, thanks for watching. Later.